Good morning, all. 06:19 in the morning. So it begins. Yeah, the garage is a complete disaster. We're walking out to the cars, 6 o'clock in the morning. Gotta show you this task my son created yesterday. Yesterday, in between getting everything else done with the Health and Wealth Academy, we were able to build out brand new gate, which is pretty awesome. Today my son and I are going to be working on this project, which is repainting this front gate. But before we do all that, first, the gym. Happy day 109. Thanks for being with me this morning. 0619. Time to make the donuts. Let's get moving. How's it going, everybody? Dave the Nurse here with the Health and Wealth Academy. Good morning. Good morning with my coffee. Good morning as I drive to the gym. It's now 6:30 because I forgot my damn wallet. I had to turn around and go get it, which is totally fine, but that's kind of where my mind is today. So how's everybody doing? So I want to take a moment as I drive to kind of give you guys an update of where I am from a business perspective, specifically from a content design. I'll tell you, I knew I had good information as far as I was concerned. You know, in the eyes of some, it's maybe up to the eyes of the beholder. I would have never dreamed it would have taken this much energy, this many people, and so much assets to create. I'm learning quickly that to become an online influencer, it requires tons and tons of audio and video to find 1 to 3 minutes that are pretty amazing. And the editing process, the creation process, incredible. I had no idea, but here's what I've gathered. Because nobody else is actually doing it from what we've seen, where you actually take a business from the beginning like we've done and build out the entire process and document it, you guys are feeling all of the pain, all of the heartache, all of the realities of such. And hopefully we're presenting it to you in a way where you're either inspired and motivated versus discouraged and worried. That is not our intent. But here's the unfortunate truth. It's all going to be up to you. Remember, there's a lot of people out there that have dreams of being entrepreneurs. The real question is, can they grit through the reality? Because I'm telling you, there have been many times already at day 108 where I'm like, oh, hell no, shit sucks. And I see so much big potential, and I've got the ability to fund whatever I want to do, but I never dreamed it would be this much work. Or let me say it a different way. I assumed it'd be a lot easier. It's not. It is not. One of the hardest parts about entrepreneurialism is in the beginning, everyone is extremely excited about the idea. And all of a sudden you start going down this rabbit hole of reality, which is there is a shit ton of work that is required to get to zero. It's almost like coming out of college with debt. You've got so much debt coming out of school that your whole goal is to get to zero, as in no debt. And when you're finally there, hell, you're rich, when the reality is you have no money at all. That's how I feel some days as an entrepreneur, okay? And what I mean by that is you're just digging yourself out of a hole. Everything costs money. You've got to put money up front. You can't create this task without X. Just imagine building a house. You can have all the tools to build a house, but if you don't have the actual physical tools, the hammers, the saws, the X, the Y's, the Z's, as well as the people, you just have a crazy idea with a shit ton of equipment and a shit ton of supplies. Okay, that's how I feel, or that's how I felt for the last couple weeks, where I've got all this beautiful content, all of these assets. You gotta start putting it all together. It's going to require specific tools. That's people, again, as well as all the technology from today. Take a sip here real quick as I drive 45 miles an hour down the street. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:30 on a Saturday morning. There is nothing that forces me to get out of bed, go to the gym, get my butt kicked, and then go back and with the intent of working on health and wealth at least 3 to 4 hours on this beautiful day. It's gonna be a nice one. At the same time here in Arizona, it's gonna be about 114 degrees, they're saying. So what does that mean? in the house, okay? Like a bear. Hiding, hibernating. That's what we do in the summer here in Arizona, is we hibernate. That's what it's gonna take to get to where you think you belong. Over the last couple days, I've been able to accomplish a ton as far as creation of content. At the same time, I have documented a lot of the use of our assets, like Filmora. I'll tell you, I am a massive fan of Filmora. As we create our contents for others to use, we're actually taking our PowerPoints and turning them into loomed Filmora videos. I will explain that in detail in a course. But very important you guys understand that the assets to succeed are there. The real question is, what comes first? That's what we've been deciphering for the last 4 months, okay? Our intent is to have a course for you guys that explains in detail Step A, Part 1, Step B, Part 2, Step C, Part 1, Step D, Part 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right now we're like, is that a D or a B? I have no idea. Is that an A? Looks like a Z from this angle. That's where we're at right now, okay? It's hard, okay? Some days I call it a 6-star Sudoku. One of my favorite scenes from the movie Christmas Story is when what the hell's his name? Clark hands his son that knotted up ball of string. So there's a little knot here. That's how I feel some days. Like our entire asset is nothing but a knot, but it's okay. Your job, entrepreneurs, is to either untangle that knot or to hire experts or buy a course that teaches you the process of unknotting that knot. Because I promise you, that knot will become so daunting, you're gonna put it in the garage, in a box, or worse, you're gonna throw it in the garbage. You're never gonna deal with it. That's your business that's stuck in your brain. 0620, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself moving. I need you inspired and motivated to continue on. For us, day 108 or 110, I will document the specific dates based on today's date, but I believe today is day 108. Psychologically, I started drifting about day 92. Not today. My head is back on straight. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, thanks for listening to me as I drive to the gym to get my butt kicked. Coffee with Dave here in my car. The Health and Wealth Academy. Hope all is well. Peace.